I am Scott Davidson, joined by my good friends Trouble. We got Rob Hultz on bass and brand new drummer Garry Naples. What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up? What's up, man? Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming by the Rebel Radio Studios here. Different studio. Rob's been here before, but you've never been here, right, Garry?
No, this is my first time.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so it's been here since 2013, 11 years. Crazy, right? Been broadcasting from here.
I started here 11 years ago.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, man. Should be at least one song off that album.
Yeah, they stopped playing songs when the Distortion Field came out. I think they cut whatever.
They cut that album.
Yeah. Simple Mind Condition, I think, was the song they played.
So studio number 10 is going to come out in 2025.
It's in the works, right?
In the works. Can I know a name of a song? We can't say any song titles yet, right?
No.
No.
They're kind of working titles.
Working titles. Yeah, that's true too. It might not be. It might not be
I
defined.
know if there's titles.
There is.
Words. They're all demoed. So
All
they
demos.
have words and titles.
Cool.
Not all of them.
Awesome. All right. So Garry, you just joined Trouble. They made an announcement like a week ago.
Yep.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
And you got November's Doom.
Yep.
You got Black Site still or no?
I did not play on the new Black Sites album. I played on two of those.
Before that.
Yep.
And there's a Trouble song they sent me today. Was it Long Shadow Fall, right?
Yeah, we covered
Cool.
that when I recorded the last Black Sites album, Untrue, in 2021. We recorded that cover.
Why'd you guys pick that song?
Mark, who kind of runs that band and writes all the music, that was his idea to cover that song, and he told me about it, and I've always been a Trouble fan, so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Now, you guys played together on October 28th. I was there. Great show at Avondale Music Hall. Now, nothing was done at that night at all, right? They just saw you play and...
No, yeah, that was about it. And I think I played with November's
Doom,
earlier in the evening. And
Yeah.
then I went over to the Live Wire after and played the after party with
Actually,
Motherless.
I caught the end of November's Doom set at the Avondale.
Avondale, okay.
And then I walked over and saw the end of the Motherless
Yeah.
set.
So you caught all the ends.
Yeah,
Well, we went
I
on
was
right
kind of
when
busy
you guys
that
were.
day.
I think we went on stage like 5 minutes after you guys finished playing.
Yeah, literally they played, and I ran over there after leaving the Avondale.
Now, I booked a show at the Oasis 160 a long time ago, probably before you were in the band, Garry, of November's Doom.
Yeah.
It was, I think, Iron Vein, November's Doom, and you were in the band there, Trouble, probably 2005 or 4. I can't remember what year it was.
Yeah, that was before.
Oasis 160, but November's Doom has played with Trouble before in the past, but you just played again at the Heavy Chicago Fest. That was cool.
Yeah, that show was great. That was a great time.
Yeah, good crowd too, like 500-600, right?
Yeah, no, it was packed in there.
But it's kind of how Garry got in the band. Kind of is remembering him in November's Doom at that show.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Actually, a little backstory is I was having dinner with the singer for his other band, Motherless, and I was like, well, first I was like, why am I not in the band, you know? And he's like, well, I got this other guy. And I was like, well, who's playing drums? And he said, Garry. And I go, the guy from November's Doom? He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, clicked in my head.
When I first met you, were playing in Cassaside, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Our good friends,
Yeah, Jared.
Jerome and Dustin and Jared. Yeah, great guys.
No, that was a fun band.
I think I booked their first show. It was at Briscoe's Bistro in
Oh, wow.
in Chicago. Yeah, and then Nightcap. Yeah, awesome. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson live in the studio here at the Rebel Radio Studios on a Monday night. We got Rob Hultz, the bassist, Garry Naples, bassist. Rob, my friend Gene dropped off some stuff this morning to sign. We got vinyl, CDs. What are you signing over there?
I am signing some Solace.
Solace.
Some compilation stuff, our 10-inch single, and our first album.
Awesome. Did he have any of the Godspeed before that? Before Solace?
There's nothing in this package.
No Godspeed. I got that. I'm gonna look through my section, my CDs, and find it somewhere. Cool. So thanks to Garry.
It's a Paul Vismera cover, and it's Hammerhead.
Awesome.
Yeah, and actually a Link Ray cover.
So 2025 is going to be a big year. Right now, Kyle Thomas, the lead vocalist for Trouble, he just played Reggie's on April 6th. He's on tour a lot with the band X Horror. They got a new album out. So that's going to push the Trouble back a little bit for playing shows live.
We were recording anyway, so we demoed everything. Kyle sang on every track.
Yeah.
So now we're recording the album. We not to get into why we needed a drummer, but we needed a drummer. And so now we're like literally going to work like right now.
Getting to work. So how many songs are you thinking for next new album? 10?
Well, I don't think there's going to be that many packed in it. We might do like an 8-9 song album.
8-9 song album,
Put
okay.
some teasers out here and there. type thing.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of bands these days, you put one song out and let it roll, and then maybe a month later, you put like Judas Priest did that. Judas Priest has a new album coming out for any day now.
This is actually the 10th studio album.
10th studio album of Trouble. It'd be the second one with you on it, right? You did Distortion Field.
I wasn't on Distortion.
Oh, you did do, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah. You came right after that.
They did it before I joined the band.
Okay.
And then I toured the Distortion.
You toured it, that's right. Okay, cool. So Rob Hultz, this is your first studio album with these guys.
Yeah.
Wow. That's okay.
Our first.
First, and Gary's first studio album as well. No working title yet for the album, but I know I've heard a few songs, and we're expecting a 20.
May or may not have a songwriting credit on it,
Oh, cool. Okay,
which I'm very happy with.
that's cool. Wow. All right, so you guys have, you may or may not have. You said.
No, I will have.
So if it makes the cut, then.
It will.
So how do they decide what songs make the album and what songs don't? Or all these songs going to be on the album no matter what?
You know, I don't know. Actually, this will be the first time I have the process of that, seeing that happen. But you know, Rick and Bruce will figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do.
Definitely.
Put out great albums.
And they put out. I like the way they put the order too. I mean, to me, it's very important to have the album flow from song one.
Well, it's
Distortion.
Because Bruce does that in a set list too.
Mm-hmm.
It's very insane.
Okay, we can't. I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm just checking. I'm doing the journalist job, you know. So
Good job.
that's my job to ask questions. Now here's the question. This might be a tough one. What happens if Trouble is playing one show in Germany at Wacken Open Air or something, and in November's Doom playing a show in Switzerland or Australia or something?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
way to put him on the spot.
That's a tough one on the spot.
That's with all the years of me playing in multiple.
That never happened.
It's never happened.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So if that ever happens, I'll cross that bridge.
Although he told me a story, he played 4 sets on the 70 tons of metal.
Oh, that's cool.
He was on the boat in 2 separate bands.
So
How do you
so
get that good?
so each band's doing 2 sets on that
Yeah,
awesome
so
cruise.
2 sets. Yeah.
Okay, and then so two.
So I was in 2 bands.
2
Without
sets.
Waves in November's Doom
Yeah.
in 2020.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I had something to do every day.
And Without Waves is still signed to the label that had Lamb of God,
Prosthetic.
Records.
Yep, we're still on Prosthetic.
Cool. And then November's Doom. What label you guys on now?
We're on Prophecy Productions now.
Cool.
German label.
Awesome.
So both those bands are also working on new records.
So you never had a double time where, oh man, there's 2 shows at once.
No, it's never happened.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why if it happens, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But
Cool.
So far, it's never happened. So
Awesome. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson hanging out on a Monday night. I'm going here to Metal Bingo afterwards. You're all invited. Leanne Murray's birthday. Metal Bingo. It's going to be happening at American Tap, 701 West Lake Street in Addison tonight, 8 o'clock. So if you want to come by, check it out.
Not because she's 35.
35. You hit the right of the money.
I saw
You saw,
the candles.
saw the candles. Oh, I hope she's not here. She saw the candles. Okay. Hopefully she's not watching this. It's a surprise. Surprise birthday bingo, bam, jam,
Sorry.
jam.
Is that on the air?
Gary, who are some of your drummer, like your inspiration on drums, say when you first started playing drums?
when I first started playing, I started when I was 12. So around then, I was listening to a lot of classic rock stuff like Bonham, Black Sabbath, the Bill Ward stuff. And then, when I was in my early teens, I was a giant Pantera fan and Slayer fan. So Dave Lombardo,
Cool.
Paul Bostaff. And from there, I got into the more extreme metal guys, like Pete Sandoval from Morbid Angel, Derek Roddy, Tim Young. So metal-wise, those are kind of the drummers I first was listening to a lot.
Cool. Now your bands, they're different. November's Doom is definitely different from Trouble.
Yeah.
And also Without Waves is totally different too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How would you describe all 3 bands, like to someone who never heard them? Like, so let's start with Without Waves. Experimental metal?
Yeah, Without Waves would definitely be some experimental metal. That band's funny because we always get people that tell us we sound like a band that none of us have ever heard of.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I whenever people say what does that band sound like to me, I guess I'd say like a mix of Dillinger, Escape Plan, and maybe Porcupine Tree. So that's how I would describe that band, I guess. And then November's Doom's old school kind of vibe, doom metal, but with some death metal influences in there as well, and some ambient stuff as well. So kind of all over the place too.
And then you describe Trouble for us. Someone's tuning in right now on Facebook Live or tuning in the radio and
Well,
going.
for me, I mean, so when I grew up, I mean, I saw Trouble in '87. I want to get it right. City Gardens.
New Jersey?
Yep, opened up for it was maybe the Skull album, and they opened up for either Sabotage or Testament. I can't remember which one, but I mean, so originally I would consider them the forefathers of the Doom movement, with a little power metal in there, a little Judas Priest in there, but you know, they got a boogie and a swing to it later on, you know, so it's a hybrid stoner rock.
What is your current favorite Trouble song, Rob?
Man. So if I would go back, I listened to Wolf and most things on that Death album, and that's about it. Yeah, I mean the whole first album I can listen to front to back.
Is there any upcoming shows that we could say are in the works or not until it's confirmed, right? Because I think you'd be doing. I would think during 2025 you hit some festivals, and you got a new album coming out. You want to hit the fest, So definitely, Trouble always does good at the festivals, right? I mean,
so we have some offers on some things, but since we decided to do this record, well, we owe Hammerheart the record, so we're going to be doing that. And Kyle's on tour all the way to the fall. So even if we're going to play, we're probably not going to do anything all the way till the fall of 24. But we'll see what the album does. We might be able to do some things to launch Garry, maybe in the summer or fall area. But
so next summer?
No,
This summer? Oh, with Kyle?
well, we don't know. So
But Kyle's he's on tour till October. You
he's on
said.
tour all summer into the fall. So we might be able to do something.
Okay.
But we have nothing booked.
Nothing booked, but just it's
No,
possible. You never
we
know.
need to get this record done. So
That's more important right now, right? Get the record done, and you're recording the bass tracks already, right? You're recorded bass.
No. I haven't
No.
recorded it. So right now, we started the record, and now we're gonna re-record it with Garry. So
Okay, cool.
it is gonna happen all over again.
So you recorded already, but you're gonna do a second.
Well, we started kind of scratch tracking, and we decided to start it over. So here we are.
Cool. So Garry, when's the first time you saw Trouble? What show was it?
I'm trying to think. I want to say the mid 2000 teens, 2015,
15, maybe B Kitchen maybe then,
I
or
thought it was at Metro.
Metro. Oh, Metro was my birthday show right here.
Yes, that one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I ever saw Trouble.
Yeah, right here. So Metro.
Actually, I double dipped that day.
Yeah, you double dip. Yeah, so you and I played in Dismal Days. We had Eye the Clown, Mount Salem, great band. You turned me on to that band. Are they still not still around anymore, huh?
Well, Kyle Morrison moved to California. So did Mark Hewitt.
They moved to California. Is the band still going or no?
No.
Damn, they were good. I like that band. So yeah, Trouble at the it was 2016. My birthday jam. My birthday's January 21st, but this one got pushed back because the only Metro didn't have no open dates. But we got Trouble in there. That's the only day people could do. So it was a killer show. Great show, right? Remember that?
Oh God, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great.
That's your first time you saw Trouble
That was the first time I think I saw Trouble. Yeah.
at the Metro on February 16th, a Sunday night, a special Sunday night. And thanks for playing my birthday jam. I've had trouble playing my birthday jam, House of Blues. That was going to be 2008. I played with Smoke, and we had Rival, and we had Cataclysm and Trouble. And another show they played my birthday jam at Nightcap. They actually broke up for 5-6 years. Bruce,
I was at that show.
you were at that show, yeah. Was that packed or what? Nightcap had like 388 paid and place, and that was like,
There's a line down the street.
there's a line down the street. I had friends go there and say, dude, I couldn't find parking. There's a line on the street. A lot of snow was out that night. I think we broke the record.
I was there.
We broke the record for that night. You were there, but you weren't in the band yet.
I wasn't in the band. I was
No.
standing in the crowd, getting squished.
That was crazy.
Yelling out the wolf.
That's
I
a lot of
wanted to hear
people
the song The Wolf.
to be a nightcap.
You were yelling the wolf, and I know for a fact.
Play it, though.
I know they didn't play that song.
Play it.
They only played. They played 6 songs that night. I played drums. I played "Children of the Grave" at the end because my birthday. We came up, and then Larry Burns, the sound man, was turning the sound up like louder and louder. I'm like, holy cow! I've never heard this place this loud. All of a sudden, boom! Halfway through the set, the PA blows, and the circuit breaker blew.
I saw the second nightcap show, too.
Yeah, I booked them there too. Cool, awesome. So you're at both. That's your first time seeing him in Chicago.
I went with you both times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. Did you go to Double Door show? It was Mark's first show. I was there for that one. Yep.
With Slowfake, yep, was there for that.
Yeah. Cool.
Mark's first show.
So 2025 new album, and then probably some good, maybe some tours, maybe some, festival dates.
Yeah, we'll do festival. We'll do the festival runs. We'll do touring, and the album will be out. And yeah.
That last show was really good to see. Chicago, Trouble headline in Chicago, and there was like 600 people plus. That was awesome. That was one of the last two times they played B Kitchen was sold out, but that B Kitchen only hold what 250. Maybe like 250, 300. But it's great to see 600 people plus for that show at the Avondale. I think it helped. It was the first show in a long time,
The
too.
last two shows we played in the area, we sold out the Brower House. We sold out the B Kitchen.
Yeah, Brower House. I remember there's two shows at Brower House.
And I don't know if the Avondale was a sellout or not, but it was huge.
No, that place is huge, yeah. I think it holds like 900. It was packed, though. Great night.
It was a big show, yeah.
Great night. Yeah, November's
we
Doom,
had some help.
Acid King, right?
Yep.
And then who's the other band too? COC was next week. We had Acid King,
Bongzilla.
November's Doom, Bongzilla from Madison, Wisconsin, another killer band.
That was an epic.
That was a great lineup too. Great lineup from start to finish.
Best night of the three, too.
Yeah, I think so. I think the DRI show I played on, it was packed, but not. I think there might be a few more people. That was a Sunday, but it was definitely.
It's the same like Corrosion played, right?
Yeah, Corrosion played the Saturday night.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
The
some
fourth-
reason, it was a 3-day fest.
The fourth.
We split up in 2 weekends.
Yeah, it split up in 2 weekends. So it was the first weekend you guys played on Friday, October 28th. The next weekend was COC Saturday, November 5th, and then it was DRI, Macabre. I played with The Suffering, and we had 500 plus, but I think you guys had 600 plus. So that's the best night of the fest was the first night.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was
that was
great. We hadn't played in Chicago since the beach.
Since the Beat Kitchen show, which was
Yeah,
which was before the pandemic.
It was right around the pandemic.
That's 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it's before the pandemic. So
we were really excited.
awesome. Rob, who are some of your influences on bass? I mean, I know Geezer Butler's got to come off the top. And he gave you an amp. We talked about this last time. He gave you an amp on tour, right?
So I came home from tour with Black Sabbath, and my mom. I remember I was renting an apartment for my mom, and she's like, "I don't know, this big thing's in my driveway." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I opened it up. It was an Ampeg amplifier from a gift from Geezer Butler. So because we gave him a guitar for his collection that he never had. So
Damn.
somewhere in a warehouse.
So you
Somewhere in the world, Geezer Butler has one of my guitars.
one of your guitars.
Yeah.
So you got his amp and he's got your guitar.
Yeah.
But wasn't a trade? You just how was a trade?
I
Oh,
didn't know. It's a long story. So like, it was actually not really mine. Like I was in a 2 bass player band, and we had a throwaway spare guitar, but Geezer Butler never seen it before. It was like a Kramer aluminum neck thing.
Wow.
And he wanted it, so. We were like hawking all like give us old pedals, maybe some Black Sabbath demo tapes. He wouldn't give us anything, so we just handed it to him. Here, just take it.
very cool.
And I came home from tour, and he gave me an Ampeg amplifier and head and a road case.
So do you still have that, right?
It's beat up, but I still got it. Yep, I still have it.
Did he sign it?
He didn't sign it. That would be cool, but
He didn't sign
I
it.
still have his autograph on a bunch of stuff.
Damn.
And I got a photo with him.
Tr-
And then Tony Iommi's autobiography, so there you go.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Awesome. Treble Radio, Scott Davidson, joined live by Rob Hultz and Garry Naples. Getting ready for big 2025, but you never know. There could be something pop up in 2024. All depends how everything rolls
Yeah,
out.
let's see what Kyle's doing, but I know he's busy with the shorter album. I know it's doing really well, and his touring is doing really well too. So we're gonna let him stretch his legs there, and then we'll get back to it.
So Garry, on your band Black Sights, did a cover song of Trouble, Long Shadows Fall.
Yep.
How did you how they get in touch with you? You send them that song? Do you guys send them? How did it all work out?
As far as me joining Trouble,
Yeah.
Rob hit me up on social media probably in March and mentioned that the band was maybe looking for a drummer, and so they had me come out and play on a couple of the new tracks just to see what I would do, and so I went and did that, and then a couple weeks later I went back out there and they had me come out and we played some of the older songs, and then
Which were fantastic.
yeah, no, that was really fun. And we did a bunch of the older songs, played through some of the new stuff, and yeah, that's after that.
How's
Actually,
we are.
so that cover song came about to me was that he was like, because I was like, hey, we're kind of thinking about getting a new drummer. Well, we need a new drummer, and we're checking out a couple dudes, and then like we talked, and like a day later, it's like, oh yeah, I have this if you want to hear it. And
Yeah,
it was
I
the
totally
Trouble
forgot.
cover.
It's Long Shadows Fall?
So I was like, and I immediately sent it to our manager, like, yeah, I think this is our guy.
And Black Sight did it when 2021. You said?
Yeah, I think we recorded that like November 2021.
And it was really good. It's really done well.
Very cool. So rehearsals, recording time. What's planned now? Just get in the studio and
Yeah, so
get these songs.
So you know, I've been working with Gary a little bit in his private little studio, but now we're in like rehearsal. So we're gonna rehearse the whole record and get it down tight, and then Gary's gonna start drum tracking soon after. So you know, we already got a couple tracks that probably could get done right now, and we're just gonna keep moving forward.
We also got new merch coming to the web store. It's going to be coming the troublemetal.com. Have you gone there at all? Yeah, you better be there, right?
Have I gone to the website?
Yeah. Got
I have a
Great,
computer.
highly recommend.
got T-shirts. I mean, Trouble always got good merch. Got good. To me, it's important these
They have
days.
an epic logo.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
You throw
That
that
does
thing
help.
on anything, it's just like, oh yeah, we know who that is.
All the social media is at Trouble, whether it's Instagram or
Yeah, so
Facebook.
I think, yeah, she's gonna kill me. I just go to Trouble Metal Facebook, and usually it pops up.
Pops up,
Trouble
okay.
Metal Facebook, whatever. And
Cool.
I'm not on Facebook, so
So you're on Instagram. I see a lot of bikes that you build. How do you get an idea? There's a purple bike on there. I should have took the picture. I think I did. I can't get to my phone, so I'm on
the
I'm on
purple
Facebook
bike-
Live.
the purple
Is that
bike-
is that the Trouble bike?
The
No.
purple bike. I was a loner. I was in Terralingua, Texas, and a buddy of mine was like, "I'm not going up the gauntlet. Take my bike," and it was a purple bike. So I took it up to the.
But Trouble-
Probably the gnarliest mountain pass I've ever ridden on.
But Trouble uses purple in some of their logos. Like here, right here.
Distortion Field.
Distortion Field, totally purple right here. Distortion Field. Check this out. We're on Facebook Live as well.
It has nothing to do.
A lot of purple in there. They hired me to do the radio promotion on this album. We got it in top 10 on the in the radio charts in the United States. That's awesome.
Actually, a song I meant to say was off that album that I love is Your Reflection. Bruce's solo on that is probably the best solo, and I tell him that, he's like, I don't understand that.
The best solo on what?
I've ever heard him play.
You ever heard Bruce play? What did he say?
Yeah.
What's his
He's
answer?
like, there's no way it's my best solo, you know. But to me, I told him it was.
You know, it's all it's in the
It's
eyes
on
of the beholder.
Song, Your Reflection, and also Tragedy Man.
It's
It's
in the-
another one I meant to say.
It's in the eyes of the beholder. You know, some people might like a lead this way, and you know,
Tragedy Man on Manic Frustration is one of my new favorite Trouble songs.
what song?
Tragedy Man.
Tragedy Man. Cool.
I don't know why, but I love it. And he was like, I don't get that either. he never sees my trouble visions.
Very cool. Website is troublemetal.com. New merch all the time. They had like a Chicago shirt with the Chicago
Yep,
that's cool.
There's gonna be merch, and there's gonna be like a new merch thing, like a drop ship type thing coming soon. And Hammerheart's got awesome merch too.
Yes.
Hoodies and all that stuff, man.
Hammerhead, they put out a lot of the old releases too. Now, one of the older releases,
All the albums but Run to the Light.
but Run to the Light. That's my question you took out of my mouth here. So,
Metal
so
Blade just put it back.
Metal Blade just put it back out. So now you get it. Did they remix it? Did they remaster it? Yeah, probably, right?
I don't have it. I'm gonna guess so. Yeah, it's something.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's remastered, remixed. Cool.
Which-
So Run to the Light on Metal
Run to
Blade.
the Light might be one of my favorites too. The song.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that album.
And you
That
know
song.
what? It's hard to play, but it's my favorite song to play.
Well, it's got a weird hesitation in it, right? In Run to the Light.
It's got all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like metal. It's super doom. You know.
Yeah. Run to the Light that was Dennis Lesh on drums for that one. I think they dropped him off on the tour on the
I think
bus.
the last show he got pushed out.
Yeah, hey, tour's over. See you later. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson hanging out on the.
Harry now. He
Gary's like, I don't want to go on a bus. I'm going to go on a plane only. So February 16th was when Gary first saw him. That was 2016, 8 years ago. Hopefully you have a show before the year end, 2025. But definitely 2025 looks really good.
Next year is going to be a big.
Yeah. And
we're booking that.
and first studio release since the Distortion Field right here, which was 2013.
Which is the year I joined the band.
So new, brand new Trouble album. I know a working title. I'm not gonna say because it could get changed. It's just a working title. You know.
There's no working title.
No, not the album. Not the album. A song I heard. I got one. You know, once they played a song for me. You know, so.
I don't know what song. So.
Yeah, I won't say it though, because you know, it could change, right?
There's a couple songs that have titles.
But they're not 100% yet, right?
I'm pretty sure.
But we can't say them yet though.
No.
No. Okay. Top secret, confidential information. Trouble right here, live in the studio, Rebel Radio. We've been on the air for 30 years this July, and Trouble is one of the bands we play the most here on Rebel Radio in our rotation, heavy rotation.
Yeah, as you should.
As we should. Now, why does there should be a lot of other stations playing? Even like XRT should be playing, you know, Mystery Shows Act 2. That song should have been a loop.
You know, Bruce told me a story. It was like a #1 song in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida, yeah.
Town. And
Yeah.
they would go there. They would play like the arena because their song was #1 in
Yeah,
Tampa, Florida.
I saw him in Tampa, Florida. I didn't tell him. Me and my friend Doug, we went to I have a condo, Marco Island. We went there first. I go, hey, Trouble's going to be touring on the way back, and it went from like St. Petersburg to Tampa. So we just showed up, and they walked out of the hotel room. And they look at us. They look at Doug. They look at me like, no way. They just kept walking. So we let them walk about 20 feet. Hey, what's up? And then we hung out. I think it was with.
Actually, man, we just played a really killer show in Tampa, man. That Florida Metal Fest. With
Yes.
CLC, Obituary.
Oh, that was cool, right? Yeah.
Oh man, that was
Put on. That was put on by the band Obituary too.
Uh-huh.
Damn, that's cool. And they're playing at the Metro coming up on May 6th.
You know what? We went to one of those when Kyle Thomas was at Alabama Thunder Pussy.
Yes.
What was that, in St. Charles?
We wouldn't know that was the Clearwater Theater. Now it's called Rookie's Rock House in West Dundee. And we were there with Chris Hansford.
Yep. God rest his
It's Rebel Radio. We're talking to Trouble live in the studio. A lot of good stuff coming. You said your favorite song was The Wolf before?
Yeah, the Wolf would definitely be up there. Run to the Light for sure.
Run to the Light?
Yeah. Psalm 9.
Have they told you the set list coming up for next show coming up yet?
Not
yet.
I auditioned on 4 of the older songs.
Man, he auditioned on one song, man. He nailed it, man. End Time.
Yeah, End Time.
You didn't go jam in front of them. You just recorded.
I went and jammed with them.
Oh, cool.
So,
We all played.
Yeah, we all played. They had me learn End Time.
But no vocals though.
No vocals,
Cal's on tour.
Yeah, no, it was just the 4 of
End
us.
Time's is a instrumental.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean the other songs, but with vocals, no Kyle.
We did The Tempter.
Tempter,
Under My
cool.
Gaze, Revelation, End Time.
Cool.
And it was awesome.
Excellent.
Felt great.
So good news. Trouble is back. Not that you went anywhere, but you're always still here. But new album coming. That's the most thing important news.
Yeah,
The question I get asked the most.
If you're a fan of the band, next year it's gonna be a big year.
Big year, 2025. What year did Trouble start? 1979 was it?
I mean, I think Rick's first rendition of Trouble was in '79.
79. So let's do the math here. 79 to 89. It's in 99, 2009, 2019. 45-year anniversary next year. And the new album comes out in 2025. That's amazing.
I don't know what year Bruce and Eric joined. I probably haven't been.
They used to jam like a Belmont and Central at this place when they first started, like Belmont and Central area. I think it's just like a practice room they had.
Got robbed or something, didn't it?
I don't know. I think so. I heard something like that. I didn't know him back then. Trouble Radio. I'm Scott Davidson hanging out with Garry Naples, new drummer from Trouble, and with Rob Hultz, the bass player. He's been in the band now 11 years, right?
Yeah, 11 years.
11 years. The band you played before this was called Solace. You got some records and stuff to sign over
I
here.
gotta sign a bunch of those things.
And then we had
Who's that for?
my friend Gene.
Gene.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gene. Appreciate
Gene probably listening right now. He works nights and he's listening right now. He listens
Appreciate it.
at
Thank you for the
rebelradio.com.
support. Yeah.
So you sign your stuff, Gene.
So I'm
all
like
good.
a forever member of Solace, but I'm not an active member. Like I'm a
Yeah.
founding member.
Yeah.
But it was the brainchild of me and Tommy Southern.
Cool.
So we're forever members if we're in it or not. But I'm not an act. They still play and make records without me.
Awesome. I seen Solace play a show. It was like a not last minute show, but you played in at the old metal grill. Now it's called something else.
Yeah,
now it's called something arcade. Just changed the name a couple of years or two ago.
Kuda Hay was
What is it?
X-Ray Arcade.
X-Ray Arcade.
Yep.
Gary got the answer right. X-Ray Arcade is correct. So now it's called, but back then it was called Metal Grill, and then before that it was called something else too.
We played there twice.
You played it twice.
We did it on a tour. It was called something else, and then it was Metal.
But you played one show where they flew in. You're already here because you moved here. You're from Jersey, but you moved to Chicago. They drove here. Okay, they drove here, and you played, but you guys didn't rehearse. You just walked up and played.
Yeah.
Sounded like you didn't miss a beat. It sounded.
Oh, it's
yeah.
one of those things. Yeah, it's like muscle.
You can just walk up and go and bam.
I miss them and I love them, and they're doing great without me. So God bless them. No, seriously.
Cool.
Yeah, and their new bass player's great.
Solace, check them out. And then before that, you had Godspeed, right?
Godspeed, yeah.
Now we mentioned this before, not tonight though, but you're on Beavis and Butthead. What did Beavis and Butthead say about your video?
Well, they just made fun of our singer, really.
What did they say?
And, like you look like Al Pacino, smells like a woman, and then the song's like kind of has a late '80s like junkie feel to it. And it was
Okay.
filmed on Houston Street, New York City.
Uh-huh.
They're like, there's a girl all effed up in the street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get out of the street, dumbass, before you get hit by a car.
So, and then who was it? Beavis? Who was ripping on the singer? Beavis or Butthead? They both were. Now it's time for revenge. They're back. They're back on what channel?
No
No.
one's gonna remember it.
No. Hey, it's free.
It's on the episode Walkathon. Though.
No matter what they say, it's free exposure to whoever's watching that show.
Actually, I was just telling someone that I was sitting in a bar drinking, and I looked up, and I was on MTV. And I'm looking around the bar, and everyone's like drunk. I'm like, hey, I'm on television. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, right. Who cares? Wow.
Yeah, big time. I made the big time.
Scott Davidson hanging out here. We got a little bit of time left. We're going to be going. I'm heading over to Metal Bingo at the American Tap, 701 Lake Street. Leanne Murray's birthday bingo bash, and she doesn't even know it, I don't think. But we're going to get some ice cream cake and put it in her face. Can't miss that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Gary, Rob was here, I don't know, a few months ago. He wants you to pick the two Trouble songs. One was the Wolf.
Yeah, let's go with the Wolf. And how about let's do Psalm 9.
Psalm 9. Why you pick those songs?
I just think they're both great songs.
They both
yeah,
stand out to you?
definitely two of my favorite Trouble songs for sure.
Awesome.
And very different from each other too, so that's kind of cool.
That is true. That's what's cool about Trouble. I mean,
Yeah.
from Misery Shows Act 2 to even Act 1 is totally different.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you say describe trouble, you can't.
You can't. There's different eras of it, different layers.
One just Judas Priest to the max. One's just a straight up Doom, Sabbath.
Hell, that song Troublemaker I played got a little bit of Zeppelin in it. You know, da-na-na-na.
You know what? But they do have one common denominator. It's the Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah, Eric Wagner,
And Boys for Call and Schenker
and Sabbath, and Sabbath,
well, listen,
and Black Sabbath.
you know,
That's a given.
yeah.
What's been your favorite concert you played with Trouble, Rob?
Man, that Metro show was great,
Cool.
but I'll never forget my first show. My first show with the band was in Barcelona,
Barcelona, Spain.
and it was a sold out show with Pentagram. We were doing shows with Pentagram. And,
Cool.
Man, I walked up there like, what the? I remember just being like, all right, well, I guess now it's time to go. But the show was great, and I settled right in. But I remember being nervous.
You were nervous the first
The
show?
last Avondale show was great. Man.
Good crowd, good response.
Oh, that was a big show. There's one you can catch on YouTube, Hammer of Doom.
Hammer of Doom. Cool.
We just destroyed that place, man.
And that was on the Distortion Field, of course.
That was on the Distortion Field.
Yes.
Yeah, and we just, it was, it was like near the end of the tour, and we were just a machine, man. And we destroyed that place. That was fun.
Very cool. So we're going to do a double dose. These are Gary's picks here. Double dose to Trouble. And the Wolf is off the Trouble. First one with Rick Rubin on Deaf American. And then you're going back to the first album you wanted for End Time.
Psalm 9.
Psalm 9. Okay. And that's the song you played with him in the
End Time I played with.
End Time. That's why I thought End Time. Okay. So we're going to play the Wolf first. And now there's no videos of the Wolf here. Oh, here's a video. Is this a Trouble? Some of it, music video Trouble movie. The Wolf movie Howling. I don't think Trouble put.
It's like a fan.
It's a fan thing, yeah. Here's a remastered version, a 2020.
when I saw the Eric Wagner reunion at the Nightcaps, I was screaming from the back of the room.
Oh, yeah.
The Wolf!
That's crazy,
They
yeah.
didn't play it, of course.
No. Well, they
Like, who's yelling in the back? The Wolf.
and back then they didn't know you yet.
I knew Rick from the softball league, man.
We played. That's another thing. Yeah. You, I, and Rick played softball
We were at a softball
at
team.
Pioneer Park, like a Rebel Radio softball team. Pioneer Park. One time we played with Rick. We played at the Dillon Stadium.
Yes.
We played Guitar Center. We beat them 16-1 the first game, and beat them so bad and so fast. They were like, "Yeah, we still got about 30 minutes left on the field. Let's play another game." We played another game, 5-zip, so 21-1. Rebel Radio beat Guitar Center. Rick from Trouble. Rick was really good on softball.
From Rival.
Yeah.
Both the Hansfords.
Hansford's both playing. Yep.
Man, that was a crazy rock and roll team, dude.
We're drinking beers in the dugout.
Actually, that's kind of how I got in the band.
Yeah.
Because Chris is like, man, I know you need a bass player. He's like, yeah. He's like, what about Rob? He goes, Rob from the softball team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He
Oh yeah,
played
they
in Solace.
they grilled me for like 2 hours about you. Like, oh, he's a great guy, man. I'm like, Rob, you're paying me.
Appreciate appreciate all the lines, man.
Hey, it worked. They love you.
Yeah,
That's
I love
for
them.
sure. Cool.
You know what?
It's a love affair.
Family, man.
Cool. Awesome. Well, now Gary's welcome to the family. We got 2025.
Yeah, it wasn't like a hired gig or nothing, man. You walk in there, you're part of the
Cool.
team, man.
Awesome. Congrats on that. We're gonna have you be the DJ and announce this next song. We're gonna play the Wolf first. We're gonna do the remastered version, 2020 version, and then we'll play a double dose of Trouble for you right now. Gary, you're the DJ. Take it away. Rob, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Scott.
And I'm coming my we're gonna fix my or upgrade my, what is it called?
You talking
Yeah.
about the service panel?
Surf panel, yeah. So if I put too many things on in the studio here, I don't want to blow.
We've been talking about that for 10 years.
But what if I blow something down here? We got no metal going on the airwaves. You got to save metal and put it in.
Just for everyone out there, I'm an electrician.
It's electrician.
By trade, so yeah.
So you got to save metal because if it blows here, if I put I got this car, this light you work on the car. If I plug it in,
I'll change the breaker for you.
if I plug it in,
Put it back on.
yeah. Yeah, so if we blow here, we got no metal going to AM, FM, and streaming, so we're screwed. So Rob's going to save us. Thank you for that. All right, Gary, you're DJ now, Rebel Radio DJ, and I want you to introduce. We're doing a double dose. First, talk about the second song, and ad lib however you want. Okay, take it away, Garry Naples on Rebel Radio. Go.
All right, we're hanging out on Rebel Radio, about to check out a couple Trouble songs. Go with the Wolf first, followed by Psalm 9.
Right here, Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5, and streaming everywhere at rebelradio.com. We're still live on Facebook. Trouble right here. First song, The Wolf, picked by Gary. Now we can swear and say whatever the fuck you want now.
Wait, we couldn't swear before?
No, but you did. I know. We're getting in trouble now. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Thank you.
Here's Trouble. First half of a double dose, The Wolf. But now Facebook, if they hear the vocals, they do copyright infringement. They'll take the video down. So when the video comes down, switch over to rebelradio.com to hear the rest of this double dose from Trouble right now. Thanks for watching on Facebook Live. If you're not doing nothing tonight, come visit me. I'll be DJing at American Tap, 701 West Lake Street in Addison. Leanne Murray's birthday coming out. We got prizes and more. Have a great night. Here's Trouble. Later.